Hey everybody, I'm back with the November version of the Silk and Sonder planner. This month it is kindness. That is the theme of this month of November. I thought it would be gratitude or something like that, but this is kindness, and I'm glad that she chose this. We'll get into it. These are the stickers that we got. You have to pay extra for these stickers. The stickers are pretty expensive. They are $15 extra a month. I honestly think they should be closer to like maybe 10 at the most. But these are the stickers. You get 6 different pages. And the colors are the theme of these. But I found that over the past few months, it's all kind of similar hues. So if you just get one set of stickers and you don't use them all, then you can use them for the following month. So the stickers have bingo, brain dump, acts of kindness list, some things. I will show you how to use. This one is specifically for the different moods that we can track. And I'll show you how to use these. Okay, so let's get into it. This, like I said, this themes is kindness. Here is the first page. It is the contents. This is what we're gonna find within the planner. Here, the owner and the creator, Miha, she has written she always writes a little opening, and she touches on kindness. She says, "For me, kindness has always been about the small intentional moments. It's easy to think of kindness as grand gestures, but I found that the most impactful acts are often the ones that go unnoticed by most. Holding space for someone to share their truth, offering a few words of encouragement when they're needed most, or simply choosing to respond with patience instead of frustration." So this is a really good topic. I think we need more kindness. It's especially in trying times. So here's the opening page. It says, "Kindness is the quality of showing compassion and care towards others and oneself, especially oneself." A lot of people forget that you have to show yourself kindness as well. Fostering connection and positivity. Okay. Then we always have the annual calendar right here, the monthly calendar of November. Here's a future log. Here's just note pages. Here is where they have reflections that you can write reflections from the previous month. You can reflect on October wins, challenges, your favorite moments. Here is where you can focus on what you want to start, what you want to stop, and then what you want to continue. Here are November intentions. I don't know how to write good intentions. I have to get some advice on that. But these are the different subjects. So spiritual health, personal life, physical health, key relationships, money management, and professional goals. You can write over all of these. If you don't want to focus on professional goals or personal life, say like you're retired, you can repurpose these subjects to anything that you want. Here is the mood tracker. Up here is where you will list the most common different moods that you have. And then these are the different days of the month. And then this is where we would use these types of stickers. This is the habit tracker. At the end of the month, so you have the ability to write 7 different habits that you want to be tracking. And then you can fill up with there are some small stickers around here on one of these pages. These small stickers will go in here, and at the end of the month, this ends up being really colorful. Here is a sleep tracker. So like I said, you can repurpose these any way that you'd like. I don't know how, I've looked at some ideas for how to repurpose a sleep tracker, but I haven't come up with any that work for me yet, because I don't track my sleep. I sleep just fine. Here is where we put the gratitude jar. So things you can color, you can put stickers, all kinds of things. This is a creative journal. So you can do whatever you want. Here is kindness journal prompts. So it says, how do you practice self-kindness? How does this impact your interactions with others? Then the next topic is write some ways that practicing kindness can affect your mood, outlook, or relationships. The third one is identify specific actions or habits that you can adopt to spread kindness regularly. And then this is the kindness ripple effect. You're supposed to put in the innermost circle, write about one act of kindness you performed or received recently. And then in the surrounding circles, write about the potential impact of that single act of kindness. Here is a bubble activity. It says, let's rediscover your passions and what brings us joy. In the bubbles, list 10 different things that make you bubble with joy. Below, reflect on any common themes and how you can bring these things into your life. Here is a poem. You can pause it and read it if you'd like. Here is our monthly coloring. We always include a coloring session. And here it's another activity, acrostic poem. Create your own acrostic poem below using the word kindness. And forgive me, but I'm going to have to look up what acrostic means because I cannot remember. But I think it's like words that start with K, words that start with I, and so on and so forth. Here is the monthly recipe. This is a white bean mushroom stew. Very comfy, cozy for the holidays. It looks super good. This is the ingredients, instructions. This is a colored picture of it, which I always really like to see. And then you can rate it. And then here is another activity, letters of kindness. Imagine each envelope holds a special message just for you. Write down an affirmation inside each envelope that reminds you of your strength, love, and worth. This is something that we, especially as women, don't do often enough. We have to be kinder to ourselves, and this is a great way to start. Here is, and then it's just a couple note pages. Here's another activity, autumn word wheel. The word wheel is made up from letters in the word deciduous. Try and make as many words of any length as you can from these letters. So, and then here is the answer key from last month's stuff. Here is the monthly expense tracker. I have repurposed this to a monthly cleaning tracker. And let me show you how we get these tabs right here. We get these tabs in the sticker pack. And we put them on right here. So now we can label this cleaning tracker. And we can write the date. What I do is I write the date, what I cleaned, if I cleaned, vacuumed, washed, quick clean, quick tidy, and how long it took me. And then here starts the monthly, or like the weekly notes. So I'm going to put another one of these tabs down here. And then I will label this first through the second. Here are weekly to-dos and how I want to feel, goals, habits, and activities that I want to track. This is what my goal is. Meal plan, you can repurpose this to anything you want. The mind, body, and health plan, like this last week, I got some flu vaccines, like that was on my health plan. Shopping list, it doesn't have to be just food. I have to get a housewarming gift for somebody. I wrote that in there. Things that I'm loving. And then one thing a day. You can track weather. I don't do that. Here's the end of the week. And every week it's like that. Then at the middle of the month, you have a check-in. So it has currently loving, feeling, enjoying, anticipating, wishing, reading, watching, and planning. And Princess Diana, there's a quote from Princess Diana here. It says, carry out a random act of kindness with no expectation or reward, safe in the knowledge that one day someone might do the same for you. Here's the rest of the month. And it just keeps going. And then at the end of the month, there is some notes where you can write whatever you'd like. So there you have it. This is the November Silk and Sonder journal. Let me know what you think. Bye-bye.